I see you, boy.
You too, what up? Right now we got everything in 2024 NBA season is proven so far. Shout out to Swisher, you know what I mean? And he one of my favorite YouTubers, you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with some of his takes, but for the most part I be agreeing with him, you know what I'm saying? I feel like me and him think alike. Just sometimes, you know, as it is when human beings we just gonna disagree. That's how shit change, that's how we evolve. Where everybody can't think alike. But I knew this was gonna be a good video, man. I used to get a lot of views on these videos whenever I did repost them, or react to them. But it is what it is. I'm gonna continue to draw. I'm gonna continue to do my thing, man. I know a lot of folks be like, man, react to, bro. The rap game is so trash right now. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like a lot of this shit be whack to me. Like a lot of these new artists that be coming out, I do not be listening to them. The only time I hear them is when my home. But when I'm riding with well, really I don't even be riding with my homeboys. I'm always be riding like my shit. But if I pick them up, they might want to get on the aux real quick, or I might pull up to their crib and they might be bumping something on their speakers or on their TV or whatever the case may be. Then I listen to the new shit. But other than that, bro, hip hop is just, it's whack. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even be wanting to react to that shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get into this shit, man. Y'all like the video, man? Like the video, comment, subscribe, and I hope you're having a good day. And yeah.
Were literally on top of the basketball world. As they normally do, they seemed to find a gem late in the first round who was playing like the third Splash brother in Jordan Poole. Klay Thompson came back and wasn't quite the Klay Thompson we knew, but it was great for the morale of the team, and he had his moments. Andrew Wiggins made the entire basketball community apologize, becoming one of the more versatile two-way wings in the sport, and it looked like he found a home. Draymond was still the loud Draymond, being the anchor of the team, and of course, he's going to let everybody know how good they actually were. And Steph, he had one of the best overall seasons of his entire career. This propelled them into winning their fourth championship in like an 8-year span. Match that with the contract they maintained and what looked to be the perfect blend of young and vet talent. And it felt like this team was actually going to have a
Hey man, you need to chill out, man, if you're going to sit right here.
But 2 years later, this thing seems to be over.
They need to trade Moses Moody. Not because he ain't good, it's because they not utilizing him. He ain't developing quick enough because Curry's always pulling him out the game. He ain't letting him get a lot of reps in. You know what I'm saying? He's too good for the G League. Just trade him. Jordan Poole. You know, they should have kept Jordan Poole. I mean, like, bro, because they keep losing. Curry don't get on down. I mean, that's what it is, bro. Klay Thompson ain't the same player he used to be. He need to come off the fucking bench, bro. Draymond old as fuck. You know, man, they got a few good pickups like Sarge. I believe that's what his name is. He a good pickup, but man, Steve Kerr, what kind of coaching has he really done over the past couple of years, man?
And I mean, for real this time. As I record this video, it's December 9th. If you go back to November 9th, the Warriors have been one of the worst teams in the entire sport. They're actually down there with the 4 worst teams in the NBA. Why? Well, out of everybody attempting at least 7 threes a night.
You see how much you ain't get that much separation when he be shooting Klay? Like he's trying to do too much. Like just first of all, that nigga ain't be working on his game in the summertime. I don't know what the fuck that man be doing. First off. You know, then he older. When you become older and when you're not as athletic as you once were, you find different ways to get your shot off, or to become, you know what I'm saying? Kobe did it. Michael Jordan did it. Kawhi did it. Well, not Kawhi. Kawhi always been kind of slow, but LeBron did it. You know what I'm saying?
Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters ever, is one of the worst in the league. Andrew Wiggins is actually having the worst season of his entire career. He's very inefficient, and he's a minus 82 when he's on the court. That's by far the worst on the team. They still turn the ball over at an extremely high clip, as they always have. And Stephen Curry, he simply needs help. Jordan Poole wasn't the only problem with this team, and that's evident. If they don't make a major move, and I mean a big move by the deadline, I truly believe it's safe to say this run is officially over. And I mean for real this time. Today's video is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. It's my favorite time of year where sports is completely in full swing.
Jordan Poole. Highly disappointed in Jordan Poole. But when I'm watching him,
As a matter of fact, y'all check out my Jordan Poole video, man. It got a lot of views, but y'all let me know if y'all want me to continue to do the faceless NBA takes and shit like that. I like doing them.
I don't think he has. I think he was toying with the league to a point of kind of like disrespectful. Like, like it's so sweet out here. Like,
For real.
like I can do what I want out here. You know what I'm saying? Like he need
to get back in the lab.
He need to get back in the lab and just get serious for a little bit. And he looks like he's having too much.
But he ain't got that mindset, bro. He ain't a dog. I was in my homeboy crib watching it. Watching the Indiana and Lakers game, we were just talking about AD, how he's one of the most talented players to ever play basketball, but he's not gonna be able to reach his full potential because he doesn't have that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like Brian. You know, I'm just saying, I'm bringing up Anthony Davis because I feel like him and Jordan Poole kind of got this. Nah, they ain't got the same mind, but they kind of in the same ballpark when it comes to they mind not right all the way. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Poole mind ain't right, and I don't know if he gonna be able to fix that because he done got paid. You know what I mean? He the number one option. Like, I don't know, man.
Another place off the court. It does not look like he's doing anything. He does not even look like the same Jordan Poole from Golden State.
Even though Golden State struggles weren't all Jordan Poole, he was a major issue for that team, especially in the postseason. Jordan now, as I guess the face of the franchise, it's crystal clear that he's not the guy to lead any team, even a bad team. Before the season even started, he made a comment that personally I really didn't rock with. He said his legacy was set in stone.
Exactly. That's crazy. Like that shit is crazy, bro. I don't fuck with. That's what I'm saying. When he once said that, I'm like, yeah, that nigga tripping. He tweaking. I was like, okay, let me see how he gonna play though. And I've been seeing. I'm like, yeah, I don't rock with this nigga no more, man. Like, he talented, and he can shoot, but it's like, bro, his mind ain't right, bro. I can't rock with that. You can't be one of my favorite players. You talking like that, moving like that, acting like nah, man.
For that championship he won, and essentially, it feels good to play and be the face of a franchise with no pressure. Well, this year, Jordan has been one of the worst players in the league, especially given the volume in which he shoots and how much he has the ball. The Wizards, they're obviously one of the worst teams in the sport. Jordan has played in 20 games this year. In half the games he's played, this man has shot under 40%. Half. We know he's not Steph. The added attention he gets now being quote-unquote the man in Washington, it made him way less efficient, and he makes very bonehead decisions. Out of every player this season, Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma, two players that won championships with legends, and I guess they can play free now, they have the two worst plus minuses in the league. That duo is terrible. Out of every...
At Corient, we provide unlimited access to the collective knowledge of experts across the country.
Every player that shoots as many times as Jordan Poole does, he's one of the least efficient in the league. Not to pile on this man, but Jordan Poole isn't quite what we thought he was, and him having his own team, quote unquote, well, it aligns perfectly with the Wizards.
This shit was so stupid. And I was thinking about this play. I was hoping he was gonna show this shit. This shit was so stupid. Just shoot the ball, shoot a little jumper. This man made his move, wanted to step through and try to finger roll it up like the NBA sweep, bro.
Direction because
Get shit out of here, man.
Draft pick, hopefully. The Rudy Gobert experiment, it actually works way better than we originally thought.
It's too early. It's too early, bro. It's too early.
And they battled injuries, and they made major roster changes during the year. So we never really got to see them at their full potential. I remember doing this exact same video last year and saying the exact opposite. I thought it was a major fail. But like Ant even said recently, Rudy Gobert is actually the reason they're as good as they are right now. Yes, Anthony Edwards' development is a big reason they're good. He's the superstar, the face of the franchise, obviously. But the reason they're arguably the best team in the league is their defense, led by the Defensive Player of the Year frontrunner currently, Rudy Gobert. Minnesota, they have the best record in the sport. Minnesota, they have the best point differential.
Damn.
Minnesota, they're giving up the least amount of points a night. Minnesota, they're giving up the third least amount of points in the paint. That's the Rudy Gobert presence. Minnesota, they're second in the league in blocks. Minnesota, they're forcing teams to shoot the least efficiently in the entire NBA. And like 90% of that is Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert has the best individual defensive rating in the sport. Rudy Gobert is second in the league in blocks. Teams are shooting the worst two-point percentage in the league, but the Wolves, they have the 16th best offense in the league. That's below league average. But how nasty and tenacious they are defensively, number one, led by Rudy Gobert. That's the reason they have the best record in the league. And that trade and the contract, it's more than worth it. We were all wrong.
Nah, it's too, like I said, it's too early to tell, bro. Like, I feel you. But calm down. We got to see what they're going to do in the playoffs.
Zion Williamson, he's just...
Oh, my God.
He's just not talented, but...
And Zion Williamson is one of the most disappointing players. Like I used to, I love him. Like I loved him in college, high school. Like how dominant he was, how physical he was. You know, he came down to Little Rock. I wasn't able to attend, but of course I watched the videos. My homeboy Graylin East played in that game on the wings. I'm like, yeah, this nigga gonna be a generational player. And even when he did play his rookie year, he averaged like 22, 23 points per game in the limited games he did play. But his mind ain't right, man. And then we find out this nigga got a fetish for these hoes, and now his mind ain't right. He don't take this shit all the way 100. Like he don't work that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as his diet and his weight. Like I can honestly say, like I had a good. You know what I'm saying? Like I was 180 some, like I like 188 at the beginning of this year. I'm at 172 now. Not to toot my own horn, but you gotta put the work in. Now also I got tired of people calling me every time I come around. Everybody motherfucker be like, man, you done got fat. So I went to the gym, worked on that shit, and also watching what I eat. And that nigga don't be taking his diet serious, but that's really I'm gonna make a video on this. I'm just gonna listen to bro talk. I'm gonna make a video about this shit.
Committed. Physically, this man is just way out of shape, and you can just tell. He looks heavier than I've ever seen him, and he's not moving well. And to me, it's extremely unfortunate. I actually supported him. If you go back to my bold prediction video, I said I thought he would come back determined and hungry from the public humiliation he had all last year. And it looks like it's the polar opposite. It sounds nitpicky because he's talented and he's always going to put up solid numbers for most people. But he's averaging career lows in points, rebounds, field goal percentage, and defensively, he's very lazy. It's sad because New Orleans, they have one of the best, deepest young rosters in the league. They have like 7 players averaging double figures. That team doesn't really lack much. They have wings, they have size, they have shot creators, they have potential. But what should be the best player on their team, at only like 23 years old, he doesn't seem to
That's ridiculous.
Into the league actually seems to be getting worse. The Philadelphia 76ers, they don't really need James Harden. Now, I'm not saying this to diminish James Harden or what he's done or how good he was or how good him and Embiid.
I knew Tyrese Maxey was a problem when they were talking about when the 76ers got eliminated and he hit up Doc Rivers like, I'm trying to get in the gym. And Doc Rivers was like, bro, take a break. He said something to him. When I heard that, I'm like, yeah. That's when I officially became a Tyrese Maxey fan. I love hearing shit like that. I love a nigga that wanted to put in the work. I love that shit.
Were last year. They put up historically great numbers individually and together. But the offense without James Harden is actually a little bit better. Now, all of it isn't that.
I want to thank Snap Sports. Without this, it wouldn't be possible. Appreciate you guys very much.
Absence of James Harden. A lot of it is Nick Nurse and how free and fluent the offense is with his coaching. Last year, it was very stagnant and predictable at times. But this year, they're scoring more points. Joel Embiid is averaging a career high again. And not only that, he's averaging 6 assists a night. Without Harden and obviously with way more opportunities, Tyrese Maxey, he's taking a massive leap. The 76ers, they're the only team with 2 players averaging at least 27 points a night, and both of them are averaging at least 6 assists in the process. Again, this isn't all because James Harden is gone. A lot of it is the upgrade in coaching, in my opinion. But so far, look at the difference in this team from last year as opposed to this year. They're scoring more points. They're grabbing more rebounds. They're dishing out more assists, more steals, less isolation, a little less efficient, but they're still winning at an even higher percentile. James Harden, we know, he's an iconic, great player that's done a lot for this league. But the drama he gave that organization, it was never worth it, especially when collectively as a team, they're probably a little bit better without him. Kevin Durant being traded to the Suns with Bradley Beal.
And I don't even think Bradley Beal gonna be able to really be effective at all this whole entire year, because having lower back problems, that shit will fuck you up. Like, it's he probably gonna have to have surgery. Yeah.
Joining, creating another super team. It feels exactly like Brooklyn West. Right now, they're 12-10, 7th in the West, and as loaded as that team looks on paper, they just can't get on the floor. It's weird because Kevin Durant always feels like the glue and the most stable. He's the oldest, like always, and he's still carrying the load. Kevin Durant, at like 35 years old, he's only missed 1 game. Devin Booker has missed 6 of the 20 games. Bradley Beal has only played 3 of the 20 games, and that big 3, they haven't played 1 game together. Literally, all the questions we had when this big 3 got assembled and why nobody really believed in it, it became a thing as soon as the season kicked off. Yes, these crazy KD big 3 super teams, they always look crazy on paper and scary. But this deep into the year, we have no idea what it looks like or when we will have an idea what it looks like. And it feels exactly like Brooklyn. And lastly, the in-season tournament. It's a major success. Personally, I really didn't know what to expect with this and how exactly it was going to look and how exactly it was going to go. But Adam...
Yeah, the in-season tournament was a genius idea, and I'm glad that it's a thing, and it's gonna be great for years to come. This was just the beginning. So yeah, the in-season tournament was definitely a major success. You know, like I said, I was watching the in-season tournament championship at my homeboy crib, and we were watching that bitch like it was the finals. You know what I mean? You know, so it was fun. But if y'all like the video, man, like the video, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna fuck with y'all on the next one. Shit, I'm out of there, man.